All right, guys. Well, hey, we got a few minutes. We're going to have a word about the trader funding program. That is one of our sponsors here, just like Trading Indicators. We had a lot of questions yesterday and a lot of interest. Actually, people have joined the trader funding program as of, just from yesterday. And we wanted to talk. I'm going to go through the presentation very quickly. Once again, because there was a lot of people that are here today that weren't here yesterday. But I actually want to address kind of our experiences over the last, I think it's been about 8 months that we've launched this program, and what I see traders doing, and I see how traders are succeeding, but I also see what traders are doing when they fail an assessment and they have to come back. And I'm really gathering a lot of information why. But really quick, the trader funding program, if you're not familiar with it, it's the ability, and let me go ahead and forward this. It's the ability for you guys and gals to be able to trade our money and still make 75% of the returns, but take zero of the loss. But also you're joining a community called Forex Analytix that helps give you some ideas of what we're doing. As you probably heard from today's presentation, we do a lot of training throughout the course of the day, not just for the public, but also for our community. And so the way I like to position it is that you're not alone. And I know a lot of you are investors, and money is becoming more of an issue because you've seen your longer term investments, deteriorate, but you still want to be able to actively trade the markets. Well, why trade, your nest egg? Why not take a very small portion of it, take an assessment, and try to trade our money? So this way you don't have to put your nest egg at risk. And that's the kind of point of the trader funding program. There is a one-time assessment fee depending on the account that you choose. You have to make a 10% return in a demo account. Now, I stress it's a demo account because most of you have traded in a simulation. It's much easier to trade in a simulation. So you just have to give us a 10% return with an unlimited amount of time. We don't pressure you in any way. You just have to take a trade within 30 days, one trade, just to keep the demo account open, but you can do it with the smallest amount possible. You just think of it as basically unlimited time. Now, you keep 75% of the profits. The most you can take from an intraday drawdown is 4%. The reason why we do that is we just want to make sure that you're not one of those traders, because we are taking the risk. You're not one of those traders that just doesn't have any risk management. If you're taking a 4% total drawdown in one day, that means you're not positioned correctly. You're taking big positions. Your stops are too wide. You could do the math there. A 5% max trailing drawdown as you're going through your assessment. So as you make money, your drawdown is going to increase. So it's going to trail with your high watermark that you've made. But once you pass, and when you're in a live environment, you trade under the same rules, you keep 75% of the profits. These are the different account values.
Blake, can I just interrupt for 1 second just to clarify? This maximum trailing drawdown will increase as your account increases, but when it gets to the starting level of your account, it will lock there and stay there. So it doesn't increase as your account size goes. Yes. It only goes up to your starting account size.
And that's specifically very important when you're trading real money, because once you go into a live environment, we just want to protect our downside. So like, let's say you have a $100,000 account. Once your 95,000 drawdown gets to 100 grand, we cap it off immediately. This way we protect our downside, but you can allow the account to grow as long as you want and as big as you want. And I'll get into that in more detail here in just a second. These are the account sizes. So, we have an account size for pretty much any type of trader. But notice with that, you get your, Forex Analytix, you get it included for a certain period of time. The reason why that is because we just can't continue to give Forex Analytix for free because it's almost $200 a month. So we have to limit it based on what type of account you are trying to qualify for. So what products you can trade? Well, the good news is you're trading through ACAP. ACAP is our sponsor here. but they're also our partner in the trader funding program. And the reason why we do that is because they have so many crypto products that you can trade, CFDs on individual stocks, CFDs on indices, metals, energy products, and also currencies. If you live in the USA, you don't have to abide by the FIFO rules, which, you know, I'm a US based investor. And so FIFO is one of those things that drives me crazy. But if under the trading funding program, you don't have to abide by the FIFO regulations, which is nice. And also most countries are accepted. Just go to our FAQ and you can find out if your country is accepted into the trader funding program. We have people from all over the world that are doing the trader funding program, which is, you know, great, especially for a lot of you that, you know, don't have access. Now, this is where I wanted to talk about, when can I withdraw funds? You can withdraw funds from day one that you go into the live environment, but only once every calendar month. Because when we bring our stops or your break even up to our break even, we're just basically protecting ourselves. So like, let's say you have $100,000 account and you continue to make money. And let's say you turn that 100 grand into 160 grand. I'm going to give you a real life example. 160 grand. It doesn't make, you know, it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there. But once you get there and you want to make a withdrawal, that's great. We'll just withdraw everything from there. And your account can float, you know, from 100,000 to 160,000. And we don't really care. We just want to make sure our initial investment is protected. So once you make a withdrawal, you can do it at that point, but then you can't do another withdrawal until the next calendar month. So just keep that in mind. We do it more from an accounting point of view. If you have to go through an assessment a second time, you get more access to Forex Analytix. You get free access to Forex Analytix Premium, but it can accrue up to a maximum of 2 years. We do that just so we don't get people, you know, accruing. Do I have to use a stop loss? You must use a stop loss for every trade. That is to protect us and to protect yourself too, obviously. We require a stop loss at the moment you place the trade, each and every trade. Most prop firms, you know, I traded for a prop firm out of the Northeast for almost 5 years, and my payouts were 35%, and I had to pay for my own Bloomberg fees. So, you know, you guys get 75%, and that is a very generous, you know, payout as far as I'm concerned. Can I hold positions over the weekend? You cannot. However, you have the ability to, when you go to sign up, you can pay an extra amount to hold positions over the weekend. We do that specifically to reduce our risk. And we have to do that because we don't want the weekend risk. We don't want the Italian elections over the weekend. But if you want to pay for it, we can grant you that access. Like if you got short the dollar yen above 150 on Friday and you want to hold that position for a couple of weeks, we understand you'd like that ability. So we give you that ability. We use MT4 and MT5 trading platforms. And so just make sure you check out the traderfundingprogram.com to find out more information. One last piece of information I want to give before I want to go. I'm going to go over to our great debate that I'm looking forward to. Is I do want to talk about some of our experiences over the last several months. What I'm finding with traders, and I'm sure Steve and Stelios could add to this as well.
Hey, Paul,
what we are finding out is people like to swing
the
for
backdrop up on this thing.
Oh, let me just go ahead and
I'm used to that. Don't worry.
You got it. Okay. One of the things that we've been finding out is a lot of traders come in and they automatically start swinging for the fences. What we really look for in a trader, because remember, we're funding you as the trader and you're in our community. So we're giving you ideas, we're giving you, you know, like analysis, macroeconomic backdrops, you know, everything. We want a trader that grinds out their profits because that's really, you know, that's longevity in the market. Of course, there's going to be positions where you want to leverage up a little bit because the trend's moving in your direction, or there's a great reason why you should be buying or selling something. But we find that a lot of traders come in and they try to swing for the fences just to so they can make money really quick. But what we found is our traders that are are really the ones that get funded for live accounts. They get payouts. They're the ones that we've seen them develop over the last several months. And it's, you know, as long as you come in with that attitude and with that approach, I think you're going to do well. And we'd love to have you part of the trader funding program, but more importantly, involved in the Forex Analytix community, where we've fostered a great community of traders globally. So check out traderfundingprogram.com. You know, jump in our community. We'd love to have you. And so I'm going to go ahead and move along. Steve Stelios, did I forget anything else?
No, you got pretty much everything, but we do have a comprehensive FAQ on our site. So anything you need, just read there and let us know if you have any questions.